fine.
There we go. We're live.
Yay.
Fam friends, welcome back. What a surprise. I know I was going to be alone. All of a sudden, I get the call. Andrea from New Life in Albania is back. We got a special guest star.
Hey.
Bailey, one of the besties. These two have been traveling all over Europe. I want to ask you guys. So you guys were meeting in Rome, which I think is so neat. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But then you hit two different airports? I would make that mistake. I would make that mistake too. So what happened?
So I arrive and she's like, "Where are you?" I'm like, "I'm at baggage claim number 4." And she's like, "Okay, I'll meet you there." She's like, "All right, I'm at baggage claim number 4." And I'm like, "So am I."
And
I'm looking at a juice bar. Like, she's like, "I don't see
Alright.
a juice bar." She's like, "Send me your location." And we're like on the other side.
It's like 45 minutes away.
I would make that mistake though. I knew there was two airports, but I never think about that. Yeah, because how often they end up in Rome. You know?
Right. But we were meeting in the middle anyway, so it worked out.
Oh, very good. And Piper's coming on board. What I'm going to do is I'm going to expand the chest a little bit but you guys can still see us. Let's see. Piper's in Florida. Mad Madam, hello. I love her. Except, you know what happened?
What's that?
Okay, a couple weeks ago, she commented on how nice Andrea looked and never said nothing about it.
Oh.
Then she tried to come back and say, "Oh, you look at it." No. Too late. It wasn't. It's okay. I give her a hard time about it, but she's great. She's wonderful. There's John. You want to take it?
Hi, John. Good Sunday afternoon, all from Cincy. Hey, John. John's in Cincy.
Oh, hey.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, A Zamzam, as you guys know, that is my wife. And there's my man, looking fine, Patrick. All right, you're out for probation. I love you. Thank you. Notice I didn't say anything about you guys.
It's because you're just stealing the show.
Jojo, hey, Alley Cats.
Hey, Jojo.
wanna take Regina?
Hey, Regina.
Want to take Regina? Go.
Sure. Hi, Alley Cats. Good to be here with you all again. Hello, Bailey. Well, hello, Regina.
We have some special clips for you, Regina.
Oh. Regina, I love her personality. She's a little bit of a troublemaker. There's Jeff.
She had a special request. Hey, Jeff. Good to see you. Someone started early again.
You know why?
1 minute.
Yeah, I have to, because when you go live, you get that spinning wheel. I'm always panicking that you guys, aren't seeing us when we're supposed to be here. So I get nervous. And hello, Star. That was a lady that I just met the other day. I've been meeting so many expats coming here. What a traveler. I mean, slow traveler, traveling everywhere.
Hope I get to meet you.
Madam says to Bailey.
Ladies look gorgeous.
Yes, they do. James, how you doing? Hey there, Patrick and crew.
Hi, James.
Man, it's like good to me or what? This is retirement, guys. Oh, I did do my homework. We're going to try to get to it as best we can, okay?
Scott. Oh, that's my man.
Oh!
Hey, babe. I think you might be watching with my mother-in-law, Marilyn. So hi,
Marilyn.
Hey, Marilyn.
Glad you're here.
Let's see. Free Radical. I love your sweater, Patrick. Yeah.
Sporting your team?
Yeah, my football jersey. I love wearing the jerseys down here. So a little kid I almost got my butt kicked by a 12-year-old.
Did you?
I was wearing a Tirana jersey. The kid comes up and he pokes at me. He goes, "Why are you wearing that?"
Are you kidding?
Right in front of Craig. You can ask him about it.
Oh, that's hilarious.
And I go, I'm trying to find a polka dot uniform. I couldn't find one. He goes, "I'm going to get you one." And I said, "Okay, I'll pay you for it."
That's hilarious.
Yeah, the kid was all over.
Wow.
Oh,
is that
Regina.
my sister? Angela Shepherd. That's my sister. Hey, I didn't know you were going to be here.
Oh, wonderful. Welcome aboard. So
I'm so excited. Is Jesse here too? He must be here.
Jess, give out a holler, buddy.
Wow, we have all kinds of family here today. This is fun.
Regina asked you for this a couple days ago.
Hot Italian cockpits. Yes, we got some for you, Regina. We have a whole short we're putting together just for you.
There's a few where I pretended to film her and she pretended to film me.
And we had them in the background.
Yeah.
This is for you, Regina.
Little sneakies. There's one for you.
Oh, we miss our dog. I miss you all too.
Aww.
There's my wife saying hi to everybody. Eugene, hey brother, how you doing? You guys are looking good for Maryland. They're looking good. I'm just kind of like hanging out. But retirement's good for me, so it's very good. Webster, hello from Toronto. Remember, I said a lot of them are in Toronto right now.
Yeah.
I've had the pleasure of meeting so many of you the last 2 weeks, and I really appreciate it. What scares me is if I ever travel and you guys want to come out, and if I'm in town, I'd love to see you guys. If I'm not, I'm sorry. Okay?
Yeah.
Want to take James?
Sure. Patrick and April, did your water shoes arrive yet?
Yes. Yes. That's James and Judy. Another great couple that's here. They're here for 4 months. I think 4 months. Yeah, very good couple. So yes, and they've been bugging me to go swimming with them. So I keep telling them I got to bring a GoPro and our water tip.
Definitely.
Okay, so we got to do it.
Scott, this is Marilyn. You look amazing. And Jesse. Hi, fam.
Hey, Jess.
Jesse. Wow.
Jesse, I'm telling you, I was just telling your mom that you came up in conversation with me in April, and April got all misty-eyed. She's missing you bad.
We're all missing you really bad, Jess. It's
Right.
time for you to come home.
There's my wife saying hi to Webster. There's my wife saying hey to Jesse.
Aw.
Now you're breaking her heart, buddy. Not your fault, though. Eugene, brother, had to stop cooking to catch you live.
Oh, that was nice of you.
Yeah, that's good. I appreciate you, Eugene. Daniel Newby, well, welcome aboard. Okay, it's New Life Albania to my left, Bailey to my right. Life is good, so please check out her channel. Subscribe for me, okay? New Life in Albania. And Shell Felton, hello, everybody. Hello.
Hi, Shell. Hello.
There's my wife saying, or that's Webster saying hello to April, my wife. My wife saying hi. You want to take Elo? Oh, Elo.
Oh, getting luggage ready for tomorrow flight to Albania. I'm sure I'll see you guys around town.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Cool. So we can, man, tomorrow's your flight. Are you, okay, you can stay in Toronto for a little bit, you know, before you start branching off? Because that's what we did. We started looking at other cities and stuff like that. We fell in love with Pokerdesk, and so here we are. Regina, I want to take Regina. She can be a troublemaker. She's right, she's right here out.
Sure. For all the Northwest Coast peeps, I found out that Alaska Airlines will start flights to Rome next summer.
Awesome.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Is that straight? Straight flight? That's a heck of a
wow.
Daniel, thanks, will do. Ken, hi, y'all. Thank you for your recommendations to the realtor. Yeah, we all call them the boys. They're great. They're great for both of us.
They've been wonderful.
He responds quickly. Is already an apartment in Pokerdesk that he's going to send me photos and videos of. Very good, Ken. Yeah, the boys are great. I mentioned it before. I was going to buy a place in Toronto, and at the last moment, they saw something in the title they didn't like. So and he goes, I recommend you don't buy it. Which right there, I said, you're my guys, because they could have easily just made a sale, and years later, I find out there's a problem, but they didn't do that. So they really go the extra mile. Okay. Ooh, Eagle's going to be staying in Pokerdesk for 5 weeks.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, give us a holler when you're here, buddy. We'll have some coffee, do something. Want to take Jeff? That's Jeff right there.
Nice. I have a ton of Alaska points just wasting away. So maybe a free flight to Rome.
Awesome.
Jeff's cool. We both met Jeff.
Mhm.
Really nice guy. Really nice guy. There's my wife. Say hello to Elo. Get in touch with Pat, and we can try and meet for coffee if in the area. Absolutely. I want to go over a few things though, real quick, and try to answer all your questions. I brought this up with Andrea a few weeks ago. Here. And you got lots of notes. Okay, we're getting serious for a second. And I should have brought this up many other times, and I didn't. Let's say you're here with a loved one, a child, and someone falls, someone gets hurt. Is there a 911? No, it's not 911, but there are emergency numbers. So what I suggest is if someone's hurt in your family, you're going to be panicking. You know, where are those numbers? Maybe tape it to the back of your laptop or put it on the wall in your Airbnb. The Albanian emergency numbers for police is 112. For the ambulance, 121. And for the fire department, 128. I'm told that you call any of them and look, they can get in touch with the others. And yes, they do speak English.
The ambulance is 127.
Oh, I'm sorry. What did I say?
121.
Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you for correcting that. My old eyes. I appreciate it.
Okay.
That's why I keep it around. Keep it straight. All right, let's see. Where are we at here? Is that you? Lived there for 18 years and living out 10 years in the U.S. Sounds good. Looking forward to it, Daniel. Hey, y'all. How you doing, Daniel?
Hi, Daniel.
Very good. Want to take Regina? You're Regina's now.
Oh, okay. Regina, you and me are tight now. So
Yes.
It looks like she's offering for Jeff to send those Air Alaska points over to her.
Hey, she's smart. I'll give her that. She is very smart. Photo Pro, you want to take that?
Hello from California. Just woke up. Wish I was there. We wish you were here too.
Right. Whereabouts in California? I lived in a city called Victorville for a long time. It's the only place I could afford to buy a house. So just north of Los Angeles. Whereabouts you at? Okay, I'm going to go over a couple things, though, that I promised you guys I would go over. Some things at the embassy, okay? If you lose your lost, stolen, or a damaged passport, you can get an emergency one, okay? An emergency passport is good for 1 year, okay? Where a regular passport is good for 10. But once you get that emergency 1 year passport, you can come back and change it in for a 10-year, and it's at no extra cost.
I actually didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
Yeah, I had to look that up. Okay, emergency number for your embassy. This is in Toronto, okay? Your American embassy. I've met people from Finland because of this channel, which I love. I met a gentleman who's here from, I want to say Sweden.
Mm-hmm.
You know, really nice guy. But for the Americans, the emergency number for the embassy here in Toronto is plus 355-04224-7285. If that's going too fast, you could always back this up and listen. Now, why would you want to contact them? Well, what if there's a death, arrest, or an illness? Okay. And I learned something about jails here. Well, very good thing. You don't want to get arrested here because it's up to the family to bring you your toiletries and your bedding.
Oh.
And they didn't say anything about food. So I know there's parts of South America, your family or friends had to bring you food.
And what if nobody brings you anything?
Yeah, so you're going to have a rough time.
Wow.
Yeah. So here in Albania, according to the embassy.
Stay out of jail.
Yeah. And will they provide you with a lawyer? No. But the embassy will come up with suggestions of lawyers that speak English. That's really all they can do. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, kind of scary. Let's go back to some questions here. I'm going to try to go back and forth with some stuff. Okay. Where are we at? Yeah.
Albania, what's expat community up to?
Really just reaching out. I'm surprised at how many people I'm bumping into down here. So I think it's wonderful.
Yeah, a lot of people traveling this time of year.
Now, Jeff, yes. Jeff, I just got a new passport there in Toronto. It was so easy. Wow. I remember watching a video. He either lost it and he had to get an emergency passport. So yeah, Jeff, chime in. Let us know exactly.
Awesome.
Was there any...
I have no idea what to do if that happens.
No, that's a big fear of mine.
Yeah, big time. That's why also don't walk around with your passport. I asked a police officer about this in Toronto. I said, do I have to carry my passport everywhere? And he goes, no, of course not. So what I do is take a picture of your passport, okay? And then you could always show it if need be. The only other time we've really needed our passports, even in country, is renting a lot of hotels will ask you for your passport. Yeah. So if you're going to be staying at a hotel, bring your passport, okay, or your registration card that you can get.
We actually had a couple tours that we did in Rome that required us to bring our passports.
Yeah,
really?
Not just the ticket, but they also needed to see our passport in order to do the tour.
Yeah, it was interesting. The tickets were non-transferable, so you had to put in your information when you booked it, and then ID to validate it.
Oh, very good. Yeah, we learned something new. All right. Okay, let's see. Oh, I'm visiting in Santa Monica. Okay, when I asked whereabouts in California, that's a nice area. It's an expensive area too. So you're a lot better off than I was, tell you that. It's Jeff. The embassy staff was so helpful and nice. Good to hear.
Good to know.
Because what a fear if you lose your passport. Okay, no, I can imagine. Next
one's for me. Odd question for Andrea. What kind of kitty litter do they have there? Is it only clay? We have 3 cats here, so just wondering. I've done a lot of research on this. They have all the options. Everything you need. The one that I'm currently using has charcoal. It helps to keep the smell down. They have scented ones. They have cheap ones. They have expensive ones. I don't think you're going to have any trouble finding it.
You want to take Regina?
Sure.
I'm sorry. Wherever you
That's okay. Well, April's now my sister. I like fancy goat milk soap, as do I. And bring snacks too.
Let's see. Tell the missus that her Bay family misses her and loves her too. Sounds good. I'm not sure who was that for you, I believe?
Maybe for your missus?
Yeah.
Maybe for my missus, yeah. Let's see. There's Jeff. You want to go for
I got the passport card too and carry that in my wallet. Very smart.
I think that card is good for Mexico, Canada, and some of the Caribbean. Sure. I think, Jeff. Chime in on that.
Probably doesn't hurt to have a backup.
Right. Webster, Vodafone asked me for my passport when I was getting an Albanian SIM card. There you go.
Okay.
It's been a while.
I don't remember that. Yeah, it's been a year since I signed up.
Wings, want to take that one?
Sure. Okay. Thanks
there's
so
Craig.
Much.
Hey, Craig.
Oh, you can get a passport card along with the traditional booklet.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. LOL, Regina. No snacks in house except for Jessie. She has cupboards full of snacks for Jessie.
Yes. Yes. Oh,
the Green Bay fam. Love Green Bay. Packers.
Prejean with the passport.
Prejean, I hear you're in town.
My passport, was pickpocketed in Athens earlier this year. Yep, I was in Athens long enough to get my shiny new 10-year passport without getting the emergency 1 year. Good.
Wonderful.
I remember that one of your videos you were talking about.
Wow.
That. I felt so bad because I meet him. He's such a nice guy. He had trouble in Toronto. I can't remember where it was. Then he gets poker desk and his building loses power, and mine was fine. And he was out of power for so long.
That happened to me as soon as I moved to Albania, and I was like, maybe this is just a thing here, but I was out of power for like 13 hours as soon as we moved into our place, and I was panicking. I'm like, I have to work Monday. It was just a fluke. I mean, it didn't happen again.
But I hope him and
hope you're doing well.
Him and Peggy with a passport is here with them, and I hope they're doing really well. You want to scroll that down?
Sure.
See, I'm not allowed to touch a computer no more.
You're not. Oh shoot. Okay, there we go.
I'll go over to the side.
Okay.
There you go.
There we go. My passport was, we did that. Howdy, Jester. Hello from Florida. There was an Albanian Roots parade yesterday in New York City.
Oh, very cool.
Oh, that's cool. It's on YouTube at NYC Amazing.
I understand there's a lot of Albanians in New York.
Yeah, that whole New England
Want to take
area.
a photo?
Sure. What are good ways to get there from Prague while I'm there later this year?
I know that.
Probably flights.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of trains in and out of Albania.
Not
if
yet.
any.
Yeah, because they're working on them right now. But yeah, flying to Toronto really be the only way. You got to go into Toronto. The Vlora Airport. It's hard for me to get updates if it's up and running yet or when. I'm here in November. I'm here in June. So we'll see.
They're trying to get that out fast. I know that.
Let's see. You take Jeff. Oh,
Jeff. Lost your buddy.
I have idea of blue.
Yeah, the card is not good for much, but many people accept it as an ID. So yeah,
okay,
it's good to have as a backup, I would imagine.
Madam, I love her. Just wondering if there are any tour guides available to take folks around. Yes, there are. We have one. Elio. Would be nice to be able to travel with a group to explore. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Elio. Lives there forever. Great English. The thing is, man, this guy's a hiker.
Yeah.
He tried to kill me.
He didn't try to kill you, Patrick.
This is what he did, right? I'm in my 60s. We're climbing a mountain like this, right? And he's just bing.
It seems like bad business to try to kill your.
Oh, but
so, we hadn't paid him yet, so I don't think he was trying to kill you.
I mean that joke. But you know when you get you're out of breath and you can't talk anymore. So and he goes, "You need a break?" And I go, and I swear he hands me a cigarette. I go, oh my God, dude, you're trying to kill me. But he was just being polite. I just can't believe how in shape these people are. It's crazy.
And also on that note, every city has a lot of different tours listed. Just, Google their websites.
And Jester, I got out of the Bay. I don't blame you. I've been hearing some wicked stories about the San Francisco Bay Area. So I hate to see that. Okay, Billy, want to take this one?
Sure. What was the highlight of your Italian travels, ladies? So I did a tour to Rome and Florence with a group called Midwest Girls on the Go. They have a Facebook group. They're fantastic. About a year and a half ago. So all of my favorite things from that tour, I re-planned for Andrea. So you tell me what was your favorite. I tried to make it as magical as possible.
It was absolutely magical. I can't believe the amount of things we did in the few days that we were there. We made pasta with grandmas, which was literally the cutest thing I've ever done. We took a train to the Italian countryside and learned how to make pasta just the old-fashioned way.
It was beautiful.
And it was so fun. We took Vespa tours around Rome. That was really cool. It was really hot out that day. And then we took the whole Vatican City tour, which included St. Peter's Basilica, the Sistine Chapel, and the Vatican Museum. It was just, I would say, pasta with grandma.
Yeah.
That was the best.
Yeah, I think the website is pasta with grandma. I think it's a .com.
And they also have Instagram, pasta with grandma.
They have Instagram. They're on Airbnb. They now have a deal with cruises. So the Nonas are traveling the world.
There's like 10 of them, 10 Nonas
that
just teach people how to make pasta.
And don't you met family for the first time, but you were always talking to them on Facebook or something like that?
In Cyprus.
Yeah.
Okay, that's wonderful. So how was that, meeting family like that?
A dream come true.
Okay.
We've only ever connected on Facebook, and I did not know how many of my family were actually in Cyprus.
Quite a few.
Turns out very many. As soon as we landed, burst into tears.
Oh,
A cousin.
I have it all on video.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
The number of videos she has of me crying and eating. It's our entire photo album, but it was incredible.
I heard they want to adopt you too.
Yeah, so they've adopted me.
No, they did. It's
They
official.
did. Okay.
Yeah, no, it's official.
So that must have been really neat, though. So you've been chatting with them on Facebook, and then you get to meet them face to face.
The most powerful experience ever.
You can imagine.
Yeah.
You want to scroll that up?
Yeah.
Can I touch it?
No.
Kicked off on my own. Where are we at?
Okay.
Somewhere. Oh, the other side. There you go.
Jeff, so many Mad Madam, you can find tours all over. Yeah, there's lots of them. Mad Madam Mimosa, thank you, Jeff. April, Jester, still with county or completely out?
Well, what she's talking about, because my wife worked for the county. She was a prison guard. And actually, used to scare the crap out of me. I'm glad she's out there.
Yeah.
So it's good to be retired. I'm going to try.
All right, you do it.
I
Look
did
at you go.
Prague was an easy flight. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you for telling us about that. I haven't been to Prague. I went to, I was in Poland. but Prague is another place I want to visit. Hopefully, I got to go to Budapest. I keep saying that.
I know.
I don't know why. So I got this calling just to go to Hungary. You know?
Let's go.
I know. It looks beautiful. Inexpensive, too. We were looking up the flights, remember? Jester, I want to take Jester?
Sure. Sorry, I should have brought my glasses.
Me too. I got him here.
Do you want me to read everyone?
That's okay.
See,
I got
fine.
it. LMAO, trust me, Z. I hear that I love the folks and do OT overtime just to see them, but not the job.
Right. He's talking about working with my wife. They near the end, my wife was doing 12-hour shifts, and then they started to bump her to 16.
No.
And I said, no, you got to wrap your car around.
Yeah, that shouldn't be a thing.
We got lucky that we were both old enough to retire, and ran over here as quickly as possible. Chris Calhoun, morning from Oregon.
Morning.
How do you deal with the taxes on your pension and SSA? Easy online. How about dual authorization of bank apps? That's a lot. That's a mouthful right there. How do I deal with my taxes and my pension? My pensions, both of ours are automatically deposited into our bank accounts in America, so we have taxes pulled out on it. SSA, Social Security Association, we just started. April got her first check this month. I get my first check in October.
Awesome.
Deal with thank you. Oh, those are big berries too.
Yeah, I bet.
How about dual authorization? You can use. I'm using Google Voice for that. You can put money on Google Voice, okay, and then with your VPN crossing over, you can use it. Okay, so that's how I'm using it. Also, on my banks, you could also put down my email account, so I get the notification on my phone and on my email. Also, what I like about Charles Schwab, like Fidelity's really good too. Schwab, I can tell them, hey, I'm going to be overseas in this country, that country, and I'll automatically put it down so it won't red flag them if they see something being taken out.
I was able to put my Albanian number on my Fidelity account as
Wonderful.
well, so now I have both numbers.
Wonderful. How about yourself? Did you travel so much?
Oh, well, I guess I don't really have tax problems because I don't work when I.
No, I mean the dual. If the bank wants to contact you, they see an ATM withdrawal.
Oh yeah, so I just I'm primarily with American Express, and I gave them a call in advance and just let them know where I was going to go.
Excellent. Okay, let's hopefully I get this right. Oops.
That's why.
I'm sorry. Want to take Regina? Ah, crap.
Sure. Hi, Chris Calhoun. I'm in Medford.
It's fine.
Medford.
Yeah, that's out in California, I believe. Medford. I'm trying to remember. It's been a while since I've been. There's my wife. Well, congratulations, Jester. Nice to be out of the rat race. Very good. So I guess Jester just retired too. Good, man. Jump on it if you can.
This next one, me. That's my kid. She said, "Hi, Mom. It's your daughter." She calls me Ma'am, actually. Hi, Jordan.
How old?
Hi, Jordan.
32.
32. Oh, fantastic. Fantastic.
I had her when I was very young.
I believe so. Ours is 30 and 34, so I get it. Let's see. Regina, Portland here. The Warriors. Hey, Patrick, where were you at the game, Albania, Serbia? I was at a bar with my wife, actually right on the beach, and we watched maybe half of it.
Yeah.
But it was a 0-0 score.
That's what I heard, yeah.
But man, were they humping. People, you should have seen them baiting flags everybody.
I think they keep the fans separated by a wall. I've seen that in the past.
Too.
Yeah.
I'm going to let you scroll. So
all right, where are we?
I think the words.
Jeff hit the 3 on a loop. Buda, Vienna, Prague. Awesome. That's a good loop.
Want to take the words?
Sure. Fun fact, I'm half Albanian and half Serbian.
Interesting.
So many family issues.
I bet I could see that.
I could imagine.
I'll let you scroll.
Jeff, congrats on SSA, April. Awesome. Oh, the whole thing is coming.
Oh my gosh.
There, got things. Okay. Yeah, so it was a big pay raise to have April get the SSA. We've been living just off of 2 pensions, which has been more than enough. So now we're going to use that money to do a lot more traveling. That's what we hope to do.
Awesome.
Shannon, thank you for the info and the reply. Patrick, you're very welcome. Thank you very much for being here. Let me see. Okay. I'm going to bring up something controversial now. Okay. Now, when you go to the embassy site on the search bar, you can use the word STEP, S-T-E-P. And what that is the smart travelers updates. What you can do is you can put in your information, and then let's say Andrea's family, and all of a sudden every day he's telling, oh, I'm here. And all of a sudden I don't hear from her for a week. So I can call the embassy and go, hey, this is the information. I can't find her. And they will help me look for her.
Interesting.
Which I think is really good, especially if you're visiting, where some people, I get it, where they're going to be like, well, I don't want Big Brother to know everything about me where I am. So some people use it, some people don't. It's really up to you. But it gives you real-time updates on health, weather, security, okay, contact information, and information for your family. Just something to think about. Like I said, go on the embassy website in the search bar, use the word STEP, and you'll see where you can sign up for that if you wish, okay? So where are we on here, guys? I need you guys
Hi,
to pay
guys, from
attention.
Bailey's parents.
Hey,
Oh!
Hi, Dad.
Good.
Yes, you all.
Family's here.
She's doing really good. She's doing really good. How much traveling they've been doing? They've been having a lot of fun. So she's safe here, staying with Andreas. Everything's good. So hopefully she gets to see our beautiful city.
Yeah.
What do you think about it so far?
Starting tomorrow.
Unbelievable.
Isn't it?
The drive here was unbelievable.
It was so scenic and beautiful.
Hi, guys, from Bailey's parents. Yeah, want to take Regina?
Sure. I'm so jealous of everyone retiring right now. Me too. But I keep telling myself every day that I'm one day closer to videoing hot cops on the slide.
You pretend you're doing a selfie. That's really nice. Look at these two.
Yeah.
My wife's saying howdy to Bailey's parents. Hello from Tampa Bay.
Hello. I used to live there.
I was in Cocoa Beach for about a year.
Yeah,
My first
yeah.
base, actually. Patrick Air Force Base, as a matter of fact. That's my wife saying, laughing at Regina, goal set, awesome. What is with people living? You guys can play with us, guys. You guys are worse. Girls are worse.
We're more on the slide though, so you
Yeah.
don't know what's
Yeah.
happening.
They're better than we are. I will truly admit. Want to take Piper?
Piper John, TNL, howdy. I'm a little north of you in Levy County. Okay.
You know where that is?
Yeah, I do. I used to drive. I used to live in Citrus County, so yeah, I used to drive through there.
Let's see. What do they have? New passport 7. Okay, I went through the emergency contact. I'm going to say it one more time for the embassy. +355 4224 7285. You also use that if there's a death, God forbid, or an illness, or
Sure.
something's wrong with the family. Need any help like that, and they're very nice. I did visit the embassy. Did you visit that in China? Huge building. I was really
I
surprised.
don't remember you saying that.
Huge.
Yeah.
Huge.
I've seen it. I've walked by it a few times.
I went to the window. The guy was very nice. That was about it. But as for like needing something from them, I just never did it.
Yeah.
You want to see if you can scroll? Do you got any more
Alright.
coming up? If not, no problem.
No, I think we're at the bottom.
We're at the bottom, believe it or not. But tell me some more. Okay, so I find it so fascinating. You've been to Europe many times, and I hope this is okay to bring up. Were you thinking about bringing some of your business over here, doing something like that? Is that okay for me to ask?
It's a little bit of a dream. So I have a
It's in a dream
psychology
state.
practice. Yeah, it's in a dream state, but I think that travel is so incredibly important.
Right.
And living in the US, it's hard to take a big chunk of time off.
Sure.
And going to Europe, you don't want to just go for a week because
Right, can't.
the travel's a whole thing. So it's an idea that I'm marinating on.
Okay.
But I have reached out to a handful of countries' psychology boards to just see would it be possible to practice remotely from there. So it's very much an idea, baby. But I hope it grows into
Okay.
an idea full grown adult.
Okay, fantastic. Now, how long have you been in this type of profession?
Ooh, going on 10 years.
10 years, good for you.
Yeah.
So I know you travel to Europe a lot. What are the countries that you've been in?
Oh, so I don't travel as much as I would like to, but I've been to Europe, or it's been to Italy 3 times now.
Cool.
Been to Amsterdam, which was incredible.
Yeah, I was there a long time ago.
Barcelona, and then a little bit of traveling in South America.
Whereabouts in South America?
Argentina.
How'd you like that?
It was incredible.
I heard good things about Argentina.
Yeah, we stayed in Buenos Aires. It was for a soccer trip. So my husband works for a soccer club, which huge soccer country. The only complaint I had is at the time I was a vegetarian,
Okay.
not a vegetarian friendly country. Very meat heavy.
Very well. Fantastic. Where we get? I'll let you scroll.
Okay. There's a website for the embassy too.
Yes.
Good to know, Regina. Monty Dreams. Hi, y'all.
Hey, Monty.
Hi, Monty.
Mr. Webster, you want to take Webster?
Sure. I wondered whether the embassy took walk-ins. I wanted to ask them if they can apostille the FBI criminal clearance I got.
From what I read on their site, you have to make appointments for darn near everything.
Mm.
Okay, so go to their site and make an appointment. They don't do apostilles. They really don't. The FBI clearance, I get where you're going with this. We've talked about this. There's so much bad information online. If you're looking at trying to get a longer visa, please go see a lawyer once you get here. And then you're going to see there's so many different ways to extend that 1 year. So please do. So Ed, hi Patrick. You've got a real group together. I tell you, it was a surprise too, because I was going to do this by myself. And all of a sudden, Andrea was going to be in Toronto and then come back tomorrow. But all of a sudden, she contacted me. She goes, "Hey, we're coming." And I said, "Well, bring Bailey. And we got to put her in the hot seat.
Yeah.
Put her in the hot seat." But she's doing great. So I'd be nice. I promise.
I appreciate that.
And okay, Webster. So good to hear you were able to walk in. Yeah, but they really want you to make appointments. It's pretty easy. You'll see it once you hit their webpage. Go ahead and make an appointment. The Warriors, want to take that?
Sure. Argentina is an amazing country. Yeah, absolutely beautiful. One of the things I really remember was the dogs everywhere.
Aww.
Which apparently there's lots of dogs here too.
Yes.
I have not seen them yet, but
We can get treats for them. We're
we
ready.
got treats. I'm ready to stuff my pockets full and go meet all of the dogs.
April does too. We buy more dog
They
food,
know
than-
us.
and we don't even have a dog. No, but April's got to feed them. So, want to take her, Jen?
Sure. If civil unrest or something were to pop off, would the embassy help evacuate Americans?
Yes, not just here, anywhere they will help evacuate you. That's why a lot of people sign up for that steps, because it tells them who's in country and where you are.
Mhm.
But I realize it's controversial because a lot of people are like, oh, I don't want Big Brother knowing where I am. You don't have to. It's something you're going to have to decide for yourself.
Mhm.
But it is available if you want it.
Sure.
There's Jeff.
Jeff, appointments for everything at the embassy, and don't bring any bags with you. Bring notes. Your phone cannot go in with you. Ooh, interesting.
Very good.
Hmm.
Good to know.
Very
I
good.
wouldn't have known.
Yeah.
There's Jeff. Yes, Regina. Okay. Mr. Webster, my purse is a backpack. I don't see how I was supposed to visit the embassy without that.
Ooh.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
Good question. Good question. I think the reason for no cell phones, they don't want you taking pictures for security reasons.
Yeah.
And not just this embassy. I think it's U.S. Embassy worldwide.
Sure.
I wonder if they have storage lockers.
I would
I
imagine.
don't think so. Or you can probably leave it at the desk.
Mhm.
I can't see them really turning you away.
Right.
No. So let's see. We did emergency contact.
What else you got?
Once again, we did Smart Traveler, the STEP program. Like I said, it gives you real-time updates on health, weather, and security. You just type in the word STEP to talk to you about it. Went over the emergency number, emergency passports. You can get that emergency passport for 1 year. You can get that really quick. Like, let's say if you're traveling 10 days from now, also, I just realized I didn't have my passport. I lost it.
Mm-hmm.
So you can tell them that, and they'll get you that emergency 1 year. You're going to pay a regular price for it. But online, it does say that you can transfer that to 10-year, which takes a little bit longer. Like, once it's approved, it says it'll take you 10 to 15 days to get your passport.
Okay.
And then you
Not
can
bad.
pick it up at the embassy. And
Yeah.
if you worry about it here, you worry about getting mail, right?
Right.
Right. So you can grab that right from the embassy.
Nice.
Want to take
Jeff
it?
says
Oh,
all
sorry.
embassies and no lockers.
Oh.
Good to know.
Now we know. Oh,
Hmm.
let's see what I did.
There
You want to take that one?
Sure. I'm thinking of coming to Albania. AI suggests that it's possible to teach English to supplement income. Are you aware of much demand or market there, as I haven't seen much online?
They don't pay well over here. I know in different parts of the world that's big, where Americans can teach English online. You can do it, but it doesn't have to be in Albania. You can do it online. I don't know too much about it, but I've heard people doing it, and then they can speak English all over the world. I would strongly suggest, if you're looking for income, something to do online, do so before you get here. Try to get yourself already situated at least. Want to do the words?
Sure. I know that you mentioned many stuff you love about Albania. Anything you don't really like?
Yes, I went over it on your channel, as a matter of fact.
That's,
Yeah.
that's a good
Yeah,
plug.
Yeah, go for it.
Insert link below.
Okay, this is what happens. I hope this doesn't embarrass you. Okay. The only thing in the restaurants, they have motion detectors for the lights in the bathroom, and you're not going to notice this until it's nighttime.
You have to
So you-
wiggle.
Yeah, right as you're starting to go to the bathroom, and then we can't stop. So all of a sudden the lights go out and you're in pitch dark. So I'm doing this shit, for my language, doing that to get the lights on. Then pretty soon you're moving your whole body.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I don't like. I think I just embarrassed Bailey.
Speaking of bathrooms, I had my first experience today. Thank you, Andrea, for not warning me of a Turkish bathroom.
I'm so sorry. I forgot to warn you that was a thing.
Yeah, I
So-
know that you've been there before too.
I have.
First of all, she let me walk upstairs to go to the bathroom. There was not a bathroom upstairs; it was downstairs. And second of all, I've never even seen one of these before. It's essentially just a drain in the floor. There was enough context clues for me to figure out what I was supposed to do. Yeah, but that was I had to
Did
just
you have to
Bailey-
put yourself? You had to put
Bailey's
yourself to work?
first Turkish toilet
Yeah,
experience.
I don't really want to describe it, but it was an experience. I won't forget it.
She came back with this look on her face. I'm like, what?
You know what you did.
That was awesome. That was an awesome setup.
Oh shoot.
Let's see. Is it Dion? Want to take down?
Oh, I think we're down
did
to
that.
the
Did we?
bottom.
Let's see if you can scroll. I can't do it.
Yeah.
MSM wheels.
That's for me. It says pot roast, which is what I call my father-in-law. Pot roast is watching. Hi, pot roast.
Pot roast.
All right, Bailey.
We're so glad you're watching.
Bailey's
Pot
taking
roast.
over the channel, which I think is cool. I think it's really cool.
Let's see if we can do this. All right.
Yeah.
Jeff, all embassies do not allow phones and no lockers to hold your bags. I had to come back because I had to pack a laptop. Oh, wow. So they will make you come back.
Wow.
They will turn you away, apparently.
The card was easy. Okay. There's Webster's. Oh, crap. Hold on.
There we go.
There we go. Not touch it. Thanks. There's Craig. Want to take Craig?
Yeah. I brought my backpack to the embassy multiple times, once after a kitchen store, and it was full of knives.
Wow.
They don't hold it. They just hold it and give it back when you're done. Wow, that
That's
was
cool.
nice of them.
Oh my god.
Jeff, anytime.
See, can
Yeah, go for it.
I?
Well done.
Very good. See, I didn't mess it up this time.
Good job.
Usually I do mess it up. That's why I took it. ND, it's been such a beautiful day with so much heat. Why didn't you go to the lake today? I did go to the lake today, as a matter of fact.
Did you get in?
To lake? No, I didn't go swimming. But I was walking down. We had coffee. April and I had coffee. We had breakfast. Where did we eat today? I'm trying to remember. I can't remember where I had breakfast today. Everything's blurred. It's called brain fog, folks. They don't have it yet. You know, as you
Today
get
we
a-
might have it.
Yeah, we are exhausted.
Yeah,
and
a little
so,
crispy.
well, Bailey and I will go to the lake tomorrow. As much as we'd love to go today, we're just way too tired. We're going to bed after this.
Well, everyone appreciates you guys showing up.
It's
So,
been fun.
yeah, so you never know. So it was a nice surprise having y'all here. Albania, America, USA. Hi, everyone. Sorry I'm late. Power
Hi,
outage
Albania.
here. Where at? In America, you have a power outage right now? Or where are you at? So let us know. There's Jeff. Nice Craig. I guess. Nice.
Gotta be a little nicer, Jeff. Daphne military retired, but freelancing in Germany, looking to fully retire in Albania. Awesome.
Have you picked out a city yet? Or have you been here before? Let us know. Want to take Albania, America?
Sure. So Andrea, how was your trip? And nice to see you, Bailey. Nice to see you, Albanian American.
It
USA.
was the trip of my life. I mean, it was absolutely amazing. I have so much great footage to share with you all. I'm sorry I didn't get more updates out during the trip. I fully intended to, but we were just too busy. We're struggling with data problems. And
I didn't want to really bug you either.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
it has so much great stuff to share. So please stick around my channel over the next couple weeks. I'll start getting stuff posted.
Can't wait to see it.
Yeah.
It'd be cool.
One of the cool things that I'm going to try to do, so Bailey's family was nice enough to show us the village that they came from. And this was a really moving and profound experience.
Oh, very cool.
And I made a little, what is going to turn into like a little documentary about that whole experience. And I'm going to share it with their family just as a gift. And then if they're comfortable with it, I'm going to post it on YouTube.
Oh, very good. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Maybe
And
do
if
that.
not, it'll just be a gift for your family.
Yeah, that's very beautiful. I think they'll appreciate
I
it.
think that's the neatest part. You got to meet your family. and everything.
Oh, absolutely.
They
You
were
said it was much
lovely.
bigger than
There were so many of them. They just kept showing up. Hey, there's a cousin. There's an uncle. Like, how many are there?
Yeah, so my family is from a village called Komotuyalu, and they're now in Larnaca, Cyprus. And so they've built a village community center called Komotuyalu for all displaced people. And we had brunch there, and every person who walked in the door, they're like, "Oh, that's your cousin. That's your second cousin. That's your first cousin."
Oh, cool.
And we must have met 15, 20e people that were all cousins that I didn't know existed. And
You're related to everybody on that island.
Unbelievable.
So, James, hello from Panama, brother. Hello.
Hey, James. Uh-oh.
From
All
Panama.
right.
We love your questions, guys. Piper, you want to take Piper?
Hey, it's afternoon. I'm not expected to remember what I had for breakfast. It's a perk
Thank
of
you, Piper.
retirement.
Thank you, Piper. I appreciate that. Want to take ND?
Sure, you definitely go to the beach at TikTok Beach Bar Poker Day.
I've been there.
Which one is that?
And that way, there's
I know
a
I've
Conti,
seen this
there's a
already.
Conti beach bar as well. Went there with Matt. Took him there when Matt was here. Matt's the guy that's living in Corchia right now.
Oh, okay,
And,
right.
and
With the kiddos?
yeah, and he was thinking about maybe we can stop up there when Corchia
Right.
when they had
Oh,
the
yeah.
beer fest.
Fun.
So I'll have to get in touch with him about that. As my wife saying, I used to live there and moved away in 1980. Death. Want to take that one?
Sure. Haven't made a fact-finding trip yet, but primary is it Vlori?
Vlora.
Laura.
Secondary, Vlora. Secondary is Tirana.
Okay. Yeah. When you get here, I suggest stay in Tirana, go to Vlora, Saranda, Poker Desk, Duras. They each have their own vibe, which is really cool. And then fall in love with one and make it home, man.
Yeah.
So that'd be great. Where did we go?
Jeff. I fell in love with Cyprus. I cannot wait to go back there. I did too, Jeff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We started looking at properties.
Did you really?
Just comparing prices.
How are the prices?
Good. They're more expensive than Albania,
Okay.
but cheaper than the U.S. If
Okay.
that
Yeah, by
tells you anything.
By a lot,
probably
yeah.
not. Yeah.
Want to take Albanian American USA?
Sure. Hi,
Piper.
Piper. John. I've seen your Albanian is getting so good.
Very good. What I love is in the channel, a lot of times they talk amongst themselves,
Yeah.
which I like that. You
That's
don't have to
beautiful.
direct. Yeah, you don't have to direct the conversations at us. Want to take Webster?
Sure. Given it's Sunday, have you covered which Albanian businesses tend to be open even on Sunday versus not?
You know, most of them stay open. Just on some holidays they shut down.
Today was an oddly quiet day, even in Tirana.
Was it really?
Yeah, and I was almost wondering if it was a holiday or something, but there were a lot of things closed today.
See, that scares me. See where it says Regina retract.
She had to pull back whatever she said.
Now I'm so curious.
The Warriors. Patrick, do you have a car yet?
No, and I don't think I ever will, to be honest with you. We're going to get a couple electric bicycles, so, but never say never. But what I do love about this country, when you get into cities, all the cities are very walkable.
You know, what's interesting in Cyprus, they drive on the opposite side.
Yeah,
That gave me so much anxiety because you never know what to expect. We were
Right.
crossing the road looking one day and
We
like
almost
almost
got
getting
hit.
run over by
So many times.
Did you? There's Regina. You want to take her, Gia?
Sure. Daft, same for me. Vlore and Fear are my top two.
I loved Fear. I remember it's hot though. Fear gets hot. It's like a mini Tirana.
Yeah.
The roads are much better, which I really like, and far less people. You want to take Piper? Oh, she's
Yep,
talking
Piper.
about it. Okay.
I try at least a few minutes a day on a couple of different YouTube channels. Won't really come together until I'm there and actually speaking it.
I get
Yeah,
you.
it does help to prep though. It certainly helped me.
There's Ed talking to my wife, April, not far from me. Being American. You want to take that?
Sure. Vlore has a nice beach strip where people show off their cars going up and down the strip.
That's cool. That's really cool, as a matter of fact. That reminds me of Sunset Strip in the years back in California. There's Jeff. Well, when you buy a condo, can rent it a month or a year. That's very
We've
true.
got some deals going on.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
chat.
Yeah.
We'll figure this out.
Yeah. You want to take her, Gina? She's talking to you. Actually.
Sure. Am I an honorary alley cat now? What's an alley cat?
That's us.
That's-
Well, it started with Patrick. He's King Alley Cat.
I would go down the alleys as much as I could, especially in Toronto, to show. Like I'm only 5'6". So a 62-year-old or close to 62, 5'6" male, I can go down the darkest alleys in this country and I'm safe.
Oh.
Yeah.
And we knew a lady in Toronto that maybe 100 pounds soaking wet, and she loved going down the alleys too. So even as a woman, you're safe here.
Yeah.
So I would say, okay, just come on, alley cats, let's go. So anytime I see an alley, we go. So now, yes, you are.
Bailey's an honorary alley cat. About Brittany. Hi, Patrick. Hey,
Oh.
pretty ladies. Hey, Brittany. I subscribed to your channel.
No, she's got a great
Aw,
channel.
Yeah.
A lot of great information about Social Security and a bunch of different stuff. So, Brittany, good to see
Glad
you.
you're here.
Let's see, Zam off and then. Do you want to take Shell?
Shell, Piper John, can you share which YouTube channels? I think we're talking about the Albanian language.
Oh, okay. Please do. Not dead yet, Jeff. Can I rent it a month every year? Is he talking about a car? I'm not sure.
I think he's saying if someone buys a place, can he rent it out for a month?
Maybe
every
if
year?
everyone buys a place somewhere, we can all like trade. We can all just switch
House
up.
Watch?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Rotate.
Yeah, that'd be
We
awesome.
got this figured out.
Yeah, you want to take it?
Sure. I think, are we here? I hope
Yeah.
you're far away enough from trouble area.
That's my wife asking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So,
Deaf. Hot is okay, so long as Albanians believe in technology like AC. Germans do not. They do, but they're new to it, I think.
I got
Not
it.
all places have AC, so if you're going to rent, you do want to make sure they have them. Most of them will, but it's good to check.
Yeah, especially in Toronto. Oh, it was so hot last summer.
Especially in Toronto, make sure they have AC.
Yeah, because April wouldn't even go out
It
until
was hot.
sunset. It was
Oh,
just
wow.
The whole
morning-
city shuts down in the middle of the day.
Wow.
It's so hot.
But then all families come out at nighttime. It's beautiful. Oh, you can see that in the boardwalk.
Yeah, I
But
can't
they
wait to
stop
take
all
her
the
out.
cars and just people are just walking the streets, the whole families,
Oh,
baby
it's
carriages.
lovely.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Piper John. Okay.
Yeah, just type Learn Albanian or Learn Ship. There are plenty. Pick one that works best for you. Yep, I agree. I kind of scroll through them all because you get different, suggestions each way.
There's my Ed asked my wife, "Some April, yeah, I'm ready to move. Maybe Albania."
Yay.
Yeah, at least check it. It's a big world out there. If anything, I try to tell people, just please study the world. There's so many options out there. I get it. My generation is really struggling right now. We're trying to figure out how to retire with the cost of living in the States is just incredible. But best thing we ever did with the move, Albania worked for me, might not work for you. There's so many other countries out there, Southeast Asia, Latin America, places that she's been to. So at least study the world, guys. Don't think you don't have a choice, because yes, you do. Elizabeth, love your content. Can you name the towns and good expat communities? I'd say the biggest expat communities are Toronto and probably Durham.
Yeah, but I think Laura's going to be next. And
Sure, especially during the
Saranda.
summer. Yeah, during the summer.
I think they're kind of growing everywhere at this point.
Yeah, we're pretty much sprinkled throughout the country.
We're
Which is
sprinkles.
real sprinkles.
They're sprinkles.
We're sprinkles. We're sprinkles. There's my wife. Albania is so safe. Have never ever felt unsafe.
Same.
And I hope this is okay to say. I mean this as a compliment. So we've been here a year. There have been times where she would just leave her door wide open to get the air going through. You would never do that in America.
Well, actually, today I was like, Bailey, we were leaving. I said, we're leaving the door open to have air. And Bailey just looked at me like, what? I said, we're leaving the door open. She said, like, open. I said, yes, wide open all day long. She's like, nobody's going to. I said, no.
Yeah.
I have full confidence that our stuff is safe.
Our stuff was still there.
Yeah, it's still there.
That's what I love about this country.
My cat doesn't leave.
I've actually, you really get this, I'm sure from the States. I've actually gone into our pharmacy, door wide open, no one's in there. But the lady went out for coffee.
Yeah.
In a pharmacy.
Oh my!
Can you imagine that in America?
No, everything's triple locked.
Yeah, that thing would have been raided. But then I felt uncomfortable, so I had to get out.
Yeah.
Back
out.
But it shows you just what it's like here. I always say it's the 1960s or the 1970s there.
Yeah.
And this city reminds me of Mayberry. It's my personal opinion. You want to take the Warriors?
Sure. I also want to move. New York City isn't for me anymore. Been here my whole life.
Yeah.
I feel you. I was born in upper state, Rochester, but I haven't been there since I was a child.
Yeah.
But I've been hearing horrible stories about New York and the crime and everything, the violence taking place. So, yeah.
Albanian American, Southeast Asia, beware of massive sized mosquitoes.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I've heard that.
Actually, massive spiders are one of the main reasons I stayed away from
She
tropical
loves
regions.
spiders.
Because I loved tropical areas and beaches, and that's where I wanted to be so bad. But they have the biggest spiders, and that alone was enough for me to avoid the islands and the like South America area.
I always kid her for arachnophobia, but it's okay. No, I don't like spiders either. No.
I know.
Okay, we got to take Regina. You never know what Regina's going to say.
Okay, I survived the heat at NTC Fort Irwin, 120 degrees of full battle rattle. I can handle the heat and fear as long as I find a fan or AC somewhere.
Yeah.
Whoa.
That's tough.
Regina's tough.
Yeah. I'm not that tough.
I like fear. I like fear a great deal. It reminded me of Toronto with like a third of the people. That's the best thing I could say about fear. And that's a place where I left my phone on the curb.
Oh, right.
And I took off for the day. Then I come back, the phone's on the curb door. Oh. So then the nearest store I walked into, I go, by chance, the guy hands me my phone. Just by chance. I know, just by chance.
Wow.
Albanians are lovely people.
And I tried to give him a tip. He won't take it. So,
She tried to tip our cab driver today, drove us 2.5 hours. And they basically fought very politely because he was like, no.
He was, that's the second time today he was refusing a fair tip because he's like, no. But I'm like, you spent all day with us. And he got to drive home 2.5 hours.
Right.
Well, and he stopped at a cafe and bought us
coffee on the way here.
That guy's cool.
Yeah.
Really
Yeah, that's the guy. That's
really
our guy.
Yeah, so we have a taxi guy in Toronto.
Yes.
We also got one here in Pokerdes.
If anyone needs a taxi guy, please let me know. If you're in Toronto, we have a great guy that we can highly recommend. He drives very safe.
Yeah, so if you're taking cabs and also you find a safe one, someone you like, someone treats you fairly, ask them for your WhatsApp number, put it in your phone. That way, anytime you need one, you just WhatsApp them, then you hit a location, they'll come and pick you up.
Yeah.
So that's how we were able to pick it up.
Jeff, haha, Regina, no need to be so tough here. I think she just is Jeff.
That's my wife, Tanya Regina. ACs are common here. Most rentals have it, but not all, so ask.
Not all.
You want to take this one?
Sure. People talk bad about Balkans, but it's safer than Western Europe.
LOL.
Very, very true. Very true. That's my wife agreeing. Let's see. Piper John, Tanya, the war is safer than the U.S. the way things are going.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like imagine. I went back in over a year now. And I don't really want to.
Yeah.
You know, this is home now. It was funny when April came back from the States, and all of a sudden she made it through the mountains and I could see Lake Aurora. And April goes, "I'm home," and she
Well, I
feels
probably would burst into tears.
right. When you moved to Poker Deck, did you take a bus or hire a driver? I hired a driver. The only reason being we made a couple of trips because we started building up our supplies and things we had in Toronto. It took us 3 trips to move everything here, April's kitchen stuff and so forth. So yeah, we had a driver.
We did the same, but we used our guy and he charged us 60 or
Gave us a good deal.
yeah, really good deal.
I think this might be Andrea.
Where has anyone had experience moving overseas with a pet dog? Was it difficult? We are looking into the options and are nervous about it. So I had a little doggo that I was supposed to bring with me. She unfortunately died very shortly before our move. So I did a lot of research on it. There's a couple things that you need from the US. You don't need the pet passport, but you do need a USDA like vaccination slip that has to be stamped within 10 days of your travel, not before, not after. You have to have a rabies vaccine prior to 21 days of your travel. So there's some really specific things that it's required. Other than that, when you buy your plane ticket for your pet, make sure you check the allotted space that they give your pet if it's a cabin pet. Because I booked with Turkish, and I found out that the amount of space they gave us for my little dog would not have been enough. And she was a 4-pound dog. Yeah.
Good information, though. Really good. You want to take Regina? Oh, you're talking to my wife, though.
Sure. Speaking of AC being common, I see apartments that have a washer. How do you dry out your clothes?
Yeah, most of Europe it's not. Yeah, most of Europe you're not going to find dryers.
Yeah.
April found a portable one though that she uses.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can break it down, and I think it cost her about $100. You know, she got a Megatech for the real thick stuff like your jeans and so forth. Other than that, everyone hangs their clothes there.
Yeah, get some clothespins because a good gust of wind will come and your socks and undies will go flying.
BSS, hello, Patrick C. Annie. Hello,
Annie.
and respect from Kosovo. Respect to you. Thank you so much for being here, man. It means a lot. Great deal. I got to go to Kosovo.
Yeah, when are you going to go?
I don't know. Just so much places to see.
Yeah,
but I've heard such beautiful things about Kosovo. There's so many places I want to go. See, Albania, USA. You want to take that?
Yep. There's heated racks to dry towels or clothes, or dry rack on the balcony, which is what we did today.
Yeah,
we were drying on the balcony right now.
There's Jeff. What's up with the barbecue cooking shows? Are they scheduled? Are we talking about the cooking with Patrick Jones?
Yeah, I think so.
I have a couple.
Where's the barbecue? Everyone's waiting for the barbecue.
I gotta get. I asked O'Leary. I love this guy. This guy would make a perfect straight man in a comedy routine. So I sent him a picture of a barbecue. I go, "Is there a store here in Poker Deck that I can buy a barbecue?" And he just typed back, "Yes."
Thank you.
Maybe fill me in a little bit, Larry. Give me a chance. So whenever I can find a store here, that sells them, and then
I'll keep my eyes open.
We'll put it on that balcony yet, but that's just
funny.
it. So we'll see how it goes. Sam, yep, there's my wife. I have a washer, and I believe everyone does. You hang your clothes, or like me, have a portable type dryer gadget. I think it was $100, April, if I remember right. I hang my clothes in it, and fan at the bottom blows up the dryer. Yeah, it blows up heated air, so it's really cool.
Yeah.
Especially my Levi jacket, pants, and so forth. That really take a long time to dry, so I'm good to go.
$100 at Megatech.
Yeah. So, want to take a look?
Sure. Are there any good seasonal festivals music?
You'll come up now. I know the Poker Deck Hotel right across the street is doing live music now. Mm-hmm. The Irish pub that's on the beach. Remember last summer they were doing concerts.
I vaguely remember that.
Yeah, so there are some places that are going to do concerts. A lot of them are in Toronto. I know there's a festival coming up, a music festival the music festival that I know April was telling me about. I think in a week. Probably going to be at Scandenberg Square. April, chime in if you can, honey. Okay, I think you said there's a musical festival coming up. There's
a ton of festivals all summer long in Toronto, in Scandenberg Square. I'm at the moment, I don't know what is coming up, but there's the Beer Fest coming up in August. That's the one that I know about.
Want to take Regina?
Yeah, Regina's killing me. OMG, I'm not hanging my clothes on a balcony or a clothesline for all of Albania to see. It could blind someone.
Regina cracks me up. I can't wait to meet Regina.
We're all looking forward to it. She's bringing her Andrea.
Yeah. Not dead yet. Yes, there's a huge festival in Vlora.
Nice.
Multi-day. Buy tickets in advance.
Awesome.
Very cool. There's Craig. Want to take Craig?
No, wait. You took a cab and denied Bailey the crockpot bus experience.
Not
That's part of the Albanian adventure.
No, thank you.
Yeah, we didn't do the rotisserie bus, Craig. So Craig and I took a bus to and from Tirana a week or two prior. It was so hot. And we couldn't even open the windows. When we got out of the bus, it was like 90 degrees outside. It felt cold. We're like, oh, it's so nice out here. Yeah, no, we did not. It was worth the $60.
Yeah, that's what I say too. I get spoiled by using too many cabs. I should use buses more.
If you're going to use a cab, do it in the summer.
Right. Let's see. Is my wife talking to Regina? I will see if Pat can do a video on the dryer. Yeah, I keep saying I'm going to do that, and I keep forgetting. So April, remind me of that, and I'll show people the portable dryer. What's good is you can break it down and travel with you to other cities. Yeah, it's really cool.
John, did someone say beer fest?
Yeah.
Yep.
Cortia in the month of August, I want to say the second week that they have a beer fest. You really want to book your place well in
That's
advance.
what we hear.
But I think I'm going to contact Matt because Matt lives there now, and he knows a guy that owns property. So we'll see what we can do. So you want to take Albania and American?
Sure. There are many free concerts during the year in Vlora, or you can pay VIP tickets to get close up to the music.
Nice.
Very good. Even the Irish pub here, you can buy tickets. Really inexpensive. They block it off, though, so you really can't see it from the street. Sure. A lot of people just stand in the street and watch it. There's Jeff. I love those buses. They make me humble and grateful.
That they do.
Is there a lack of gyms? There's not a ton of gyms. Like in America, there's a gym on every corner. But over here I have noticed too, which is odd, but it's just different. April used to work out with me all the time, but the thing is now they really have female gyms and male gyms.
They do split them up quite a bit here. I think in Tirana, that big one in the mall, it's super expensive. It's like $100 or more a month. But I think they let men and women work out together, but a lot of the other ones split them up. Actually, in Toronto, the one that Jesse went to, that was more affordable. It's like $30 a month. I think they combined people too.
I pay $35.
Yeah.
For this one. What was good though is for the first time I seen a girl working out with her boyfriend in there.
Mm-hmm. They'll let you do it.
Yeah, I asked James about it. He goes, they separated, but a girl can work out in there, but she might get some looks.
Yeah.
Why in there? So that's
I like the women's gym. I think it has more than the men's gym anyway.
There's a lot of equipment in it.
Yeah.
It was really good. See, Dan, how you doing?
Hey, Dan.
Sorry I'm late. We fly out on the 30th. Yes.
Yay, congratulations.
Yeah, Dan was selling this house, and he already bought one here.
Yeah.
I forgot the name of the city, but good for you, Dan. I'm happy for you.
Awesome.
I know. Are you shipping your motorcycle over there? I went on his page. Big motorcycle rider, so I'm not sure if he's bringing his bike.
How exciting.
Regina.
Yeah, Regina's looking out for all of Albanian safety by trying to buy a combo washer and dryer.
All for Albanian safety. Well, thank you, Regina. Very nice of you. So let's see. Yes, they have a big electronics store. Yeah, that's why I chiming in. Mostly Neptune. They have other stores here as well. For electronics. Regina again. Okay.
John Gowan, just buy a cheap ticket to Germany for Oktoberfest. I'll go with you.
There you go. Absolutely. This Piper John talking to Regina. Those combo washer dryers research carefully and saying jack of all trades, master of none applies. Yes, this does both, neither especially well.
But also make sure that you have a place that can vent it.
Right. Exactly.
Oh.
Exactly.
Yeah. Otherwise, you might be sticking it out the window, which it might work if you get an adapter.
Right. That was John. I guarantee you talking to Regina. I'm in. See you there. I was on the way.
Awesome.
There's my wife talking to Regina. Regina, I've heard there are still many issues with them. I think she's talking about the combination washer dryer. I am waiting for the kinks to be worked out before I buy one. That little portable one. I'll show you girls before you leave, real quickly.
Yeah.
I know you guys are really tired. But
it's
really cool. You can break it down and travel it with you, which is really nice.
That is cool. I didn't know that it broke down.
Right. I'll take DF.
Is it difficult to find an apartment that allows big dogs? I have a boxer. That's a good dog.
Having a pet is difficult. For being in a place. So.
A lot of apartments here do not list themselves as pet friendly, and if you ask them, they might even say that they're not. But if you offer them a pet fee. That might be something they've never considered before. That was my experience. They're like, no, you can't bring your cat. I'm like, well, what if I give you a little extra, like a pet fee every month? They said, okay.
Yeah, so we're done.
That was the end of the discussion.
There's Danny bought a Vespa. Shipping it.
Nice.
But
That's right. I remember you saying
It's
that.
been in New Jersey for 3 weeks. All right.
Oh, that'll be fun.
I can't see Dan without a bike. I just can't. Want to take that one?
Sure.
Okay.
The Airbnb in Glory had a washer dryer combo, but it took all night to do one.
Yeah.
load.
Wow.
Yeah. I've had experience with them as well.
Wow.
You might as well just put it out.
Gotcha. Let's see. Praise Jean with the pet. Yes, the gym in Top Tiny Mall was very expensive.
Yeah, that's when I was
Double what I
talking.
was paying for in California, and I would have had another pair of shoes to enter. Yeah, but like I said, you can find cheaper ones. I was stunned at the price of inside the mall for the gym.
Yeah. It was like
Okay,
100 euros a month, which right now is what, 130 or something. I don't even know what
Right.
it is, but it's really high.
Right. I was surprised at that because it wasn't even that big, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I think it's just location.
Yeah, probably. But I paid $35 here. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. Prejean. This is my wife saying hi to Prejean. Hi to Peggy. Oh, man, obviously your power's back on. I felt so bad.
Oh,
'Cause I forget something happened in Toronto, and then they finally get here. Then they have a power outage, and I didn't have no power outage. And Jim and Judy, same thing. So they
Aw,
must
so
be in
just
that little
one
area.
block, yeah.
And they were
we've
out.
had that
of
happen
power.
where like just our block goes out and we just
Right.
go out on the balcony to see how far it goes.
Yeah, you see your next door neighbors have power.
Yeah.
Never fails. Elizabeth, yeah, things for her to do and socialize. I'm not sure who you're talking to right there.
I think retiring next year, staying for a year, bringing
okay.
a 20-year-old daughter.
Oh, nice.
Very good.
Awesome.
You want to take Regina?
Sure.
You guys match up
Yep. Dan R. They probably have to fill the container before loading it on the vessel.
Yeah,
Hang
makes
in
sense.
there. You'll be zipping around town before you know it.
Yeah.
There's my wife, Ditto Prejean. Let us know if you want to meet up for coffee, dessert, or dinner. Yeah, all of a sudden where was I eating? I think I was at Cabo's.
Mm-hmm.
And I turned around and bumped right into this guy.
Oh.
And you can't miss. He's got the most impressive beard.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the name, if you guys want to know, to us it's going to say Prejean, but actually it's pronounced Prejean. Then I figured it out. The beard's Louisiana Cajun. Boom,
Oh,
Prejean.
nice.
So I figured it out.
Awesome.
Yeah, very cool guy, very laid back. Pleasure to meet him. Okay, there's Regina, a little troublemaker.
Oh, I think we got that one.
Did we?
So the best
Yes, I'm sorry.
container.
Absolutely. So I want to take Albanian American.
Sure. I paid $30 a month for a tiny gym in Boston in 1985. So it's location
wow.
that decides the price of the gym.
Yeah, absolutely.
Scary Larry, you want to take it?
Yeah. Hi, I'm visiting in November. Has the way Albanians think of Americans changed since the turmoil Trump has caused?
I keep politics out of this channel. I hope you understand. I realize there's a lot of things going on, but it's very important to me that this channel, we keep politics away. Come here to get away from it. So I'm going to leave that question out of it. Okay, Scary Larry? I will not discuss politics on the channel. Warriors, are you traveling around Europe this summer? This summer, I don't know. I want to go to Hungary really bad. I want to take April to Poland because I had such a wonderful time there. She was back in the States. I want to see Bulgaria. So a lot of things in Eastern Europe, because when I was in the service, I was stationed in Germany and got to see all of Western Europe. So Eastern Europe to me, was just blindfolded. I couldn't touch it. So I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah.
I want to go back to Italy, Bari. I've never been to Bari, Italy, which would be really cool. So
Yeah, there's so many places to visit.
but we've been on a little bit over an hour. Girls want to wrap it up? I know you're
Yeah.
tired.
We're going to bed.
Tired and
y'all.
hungry, yep.
But thank you guys, man. What a surprise. You never know. All of a sudden you guys are going to be in town. Bailey, thank you very much.
Yeah,
So
thank
glad
you
that-
all. This was a pleasure.
Bailey joined us today. This was tons of fun. This
It
was really
was.
special for me.
It was cool. Let me slowly back.
And thank
this
you all
up.
for joining.
So thank you guys for being there. Okay, see you next week. Hopefully we'll be next week back on your channel.
Yeah.
New Life
yeah.
in Albania. Do me a favor, you guys subscribe to your channel. It's a great channel. Okay, we love her. Bailey, we love her. We're glad she's here. Glad your family was out in the chat and you took over.
Yeah. I think they took up half of it.
All right. Love you guys. All right. Take
Thank
care,
you all for
y'all.
being here.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Love ya. Oops.